Hello and welcome to Mangator96, and today we're going to talk about High School DxD. Today we continue the Girls Club of Hell discussion by covering 6 additional members and looking as to why they have fallen in love with Ise in the first place. But before we start, here's the spoiler warning, as we'll be spoiling a lot of things in this video, so if you don't want to be spoiled, I would highly recommend that you go and read the light novel, as it is an enjoyable read. For everyone else, let's start with Hellcat-chan. At the beginning of the series, Koneco was the only member of the club who openly disliked Ise due to his perverted and lecherous nature, but she did admit that he was a hard worker and very determined. She began to fall in love with Ise after he saved her from her sister and helped her accept her Nekomata power, as she drew courage from him to help her accept herself. While initially, Koneco would get upset at Ise being perverted and ogling her. After falling in love with him, she would get more upset when he was ogling other women besides her. While she dislikes Ise being openly perverted, she enjoys him viewing her as a woman and has accepted his perverted behavior as a part of him, as she doesn't want him to lose interest in her. She also always sits on his lap, claiming it as her special seat. After Ise underwent Juggernaut drive, she began giving him senjutsu treatments in order to restore his lifespan, even offering to perform boujutsu, which would heal him faster by the two of them having sex. Ise is shown to have lecherous fantasies and lust for her adult-like body after witnessing Koneko's appearance in her Shirone mode, being excited about the prospect of her growing into such a body in the future. Koneko underwent her mating season earlier due to feeling she was falling behind in her relationship with Ise, choosing him as her mate, though Ise stopped her as she and the baby would die if she got pregnant with her underdeveloped body. While fighting the Grim Reapers, Koneko proposed to him, asking Ise to make her his bride after she grows up. During the rating game against her sister, Ise answered her proposal and asked her to become his bride, which she accepted, making her his 6th bride. Moving on to the daughter of the Phoenix clan. While initially she had a low opinion of Ise, her opinion of him changed after he defeated her brother Riser and saved Rias, as she started to research more about Ise. She came to realize that despite his lecherous behavior, Ise was passionate, very thoughtful and caring about his comrades, as well as how he keeps walking forward to pursue his dream. She met Ise again when he visited the underworld, as he asked her to call him by his name, much to her delight. She explained that she was a free bishop since she was traded to her mother. The two of them would meet every time that Ise would visit the underworld, such as when she gave him a cake and promised to cheer for him in his upcoming match, or when she helped him with an Oppa Dragon event. Ravel later started to attend Ko Academy and started living in his house so she could become closer to him. Ravel was also later appointed as Ise's manager to help him with his busy schedule and newfound popularity. She would assist him in studying for his mid-class devil promotion or finding a suitable packed magician. After Ise was promoted to high-class devil, Ravel was traded to him, becoming his bishop, much to her happiness, as she promised to work hard on Ise's behalf as his servant and manager. After becoming Ise's servant, Ravel began managing his schedule more tightly than before. When Ise joined the Azazel Cup and created his team, Team Red Dragon Emperor of the Blazing Truth, Ravel became his second in command and the tactician of their team, creating most of the strategies that the team would use in all their matches. She views Ise as her hero, like the heroes from the stories her servants would read to her when she was little. Ravel always wanted to become a woman who could support such a hero, but gradually forgot about it as she got older. But upon Ise's rescue of Rias, Ravel came to see him as a hero she could support. She doesn't seem to mind Ise's pervertedness and has even offered to satisfy it for him, claiming her mind and body belong to him, her king. Ravel also expressed no resistance in letting Ise use her breast for his breast techniques. Moving on to the Nine-Tailed Princess. Kuno initially mistook Ise as a member of the hero faction who kidnapped her mother, as she led a group of yokai to attack him. She later realized her mistake and apologized to him for it, with Issa earnestly accepting her apology. Issa later promised to help her save her mother, with Kuno being grateful for his help. She later accompanied Issa when he went off to fight the hero faction and save her mother. Issa later saved and awakened her mother, leading Kuno to fall in love with him. Kuno plans on becoming Issa's concubine and to give birth to his children according to the Kyoto Heavenly Dragon descendant plan created by her mother, Yasaka. While Kuno was initially hesitant to back with Issa, she later let go of her hesitation due to her future as Issa's concubine. She also wants her breasts to grow big like her mother's. However, she became flustered and jealous when her mother flirts with Issa. She has begun to worry that she might lose Issa to her mother, and instead of becoming Issa's lover, she will become his daughter if her mother married him and had his child. Moving on to the Black Cat. While Kuroka initially was hostile to Issa and looked down on him, she later took an interest in him due to him being a heavenly dragon like Wally, as she wanted to have a sexual relationship with him in hopes of siring the child of a dragon. After Koneco's mating season became active, Kuroka came to observe her sister and attempted to seduce Issa. When she was wounded, Issa talked to her about her and Koneco's past. Issa lessened his hostility against her and Kuroka thanked him for listening to her. She began house staying at the Hyodo residence as Issa promised to help her fix her relationship with her sister, leading Kuroka to fall in love with him. After falling in love with him, she has increased the amount of times she has been getting close to him, such as sitting in his lap and rubbing his cheeks with her own. When Koneco was targeted by the Grim Reapers, Issa fully learned about the sisters' past and how they were abandoned by their parents. Kuroka asked Issa to let her live in peace with her sister, as she promised to make amends for her past mistakes and fight against any future threats with him. Issa hugged her as he stated that she is always welcome to stay as much as she wants and that he will protect her and Koneco since they are family living together. Much to her happiness and delight as she hugged him back. Kuroka reveals that while she initially saw Issa as Wally's rival and a potential mate so she could give birth to children, she came to fall in love with him due to him treating her and Koneco gently and protecting them, saying that she feels at ease with him and when she sees his smile, her heart becomes filled with love. Issa proposed to her during her match against Koneco, which she accepted, making her his seventh bride. She has also started to call him by his name instead of calling him Red Dragon Emperor, as she did previously. Moving on to the Witch Girl. Lefei is Issa's fan due to her being a fan of the TV show Oppai Dragon. She was sent by Wally to assist him after he was ambushed by Sao Sao. She asked to shake his hand, becoming happy when he did so. Lefei was later assigned to protect Office, who wanted to visit Issa. She asked for Issa's autograph due to witnessing his fight against Sarok. After the demonic beast ride, she moved into the Hyodo residence along Kuroka. While Issa was selecting a magician to enter a contract with, it is revealed that she had exceeded all of the necessary qualifications to become Issa's contracted magician, though her previous affiliation to the Chaos Brigade hindered her from officially becoming his contract magician. After Team DxD was formed, Lefei was given amnesty and allowed to become Issa's contracted magician, as her brother Arthur wanted her to have a normal life, and that by becoming Issa's contracted magician, she will be able to do so. She celebrated with her team at the Hyodo residence along with the rival teams for passing the preliminaries and advancing to the main stage of the Azazel Cup. Lefei watched as the girls fight over Issa and quietly expressed her jealousy. And lastly, moving on to the Valkyrie, who never had a boyfriend before Issa. Initially, Roswai's relationship with Issa was merely teacher, student and teammates. While Issa sometimes got confused by her habits such as 100 yen shopping, he is shown to like the fact that she has her own distinctive personality. He is also shown to admire her beauty. Later, while her grandmother was visiting Code Town, she asked Issa to pretend to be her boyfriend as she told her grandmother that she had a boyfriend and chose Issa to act as her boyfriend. During the meeting with her grandmother, she affirmed Issa as a dependable man with a bright future as her grandmother told her to go out on a date with him. While on their date, she revealed her history, such as being unable to inherit the magic of her family and her job as a teacher, as their date was interrupted by Euclid Lucifuge. During their visit to Auror's Academy, she asked Issa to kill her if she gets used by Euclid, which Issa protests as he promised to not hand her over and that he will defeat Euclid the next time he appeared in front of her. Issa later saved Rosweiss from Euclid, leading her to fall in love with him, as her grandmother entrusted her to Issa. She was later forced by the Norse higher-ups into an engagement with the current Norse chief god Vidar. Vidar wagered Rosweiss's engagement on the upcoming rating game match between their teams. She asked Issa to snatch her away from Vidar as she wanted to be at Issa's side, with Issa promising to not hand her over to anyone. He proposed to Rosweissa during the match, asking her to give birth to his children, which Rosweissa blushingly accepted, making her his 8th bride. With this, I covered everything that I wanted to cover in the second part of the Girls Club of Hell in this video. And that'll be all for this video. If you like this video, leave a like, leave your thoughts in the comments below, or subscribe to the channel for more manga reviews and One Piece content. And until next time, take care.